I was really motivated to come for this course because I have initially not had any gender training or any training related to any gender issues. And I wanted to know how gender affects like your impacts or the technologies that we produce from our research, and how we can be able to implement aspects of gender into our research activities, and how we prioritize, how we choose traits to breed for, and enable our research have more impact on the ground. Because when you go to the ground, you also have to look at issues that affect men and women differently, or as a couple, as a household. So I was really motivated so that I could be more informed when I continue doing my research from now on. If I'm able to effectively have a gender responsive research project, I think it will be more impactful, because then we'll be focusing at the needs specifically that can be met for men, and specific needs for women. And I mean, as a breeder, most of my technologies will be improved varieties, and as I'm working on wheat right now, most of my products would be improved wheat rust resistant varieties. And it would be really impactful if we as a team had a gender responsive research project, because then we'll be able to breed for varieties that meet the needs of women as wheat farmers, meet the needs of men as wheat farmers, and the community at large, for communities that are able to do wheat. So we'll be able to have more impact on the ground, and our technologies will be adopted faster, and they will be able to help the community to a greater level, which is our goal as a project, yes. This training has been really great so far. It has been a great eye-opening experience for me as a young career scientist involved in breeding, because initially we thought of breeding as breeding for, you know, the biotic and abiotic traits, the challenges that are therein, and we weren't really able to focus on the bigger picture of, if there are any gender preferences between men and women, and how they look at the traits that are in wheat. So for me, it's really going to be an eye-opener, because at a young stage in my career, I'm happy to have attended this, because then it impacts how I'm going to be doing my research in the near future. And I'm hopeful, and I know that it's going to be very impactful in the future. So it has been an eye-opening experience for me to see how important gender is, and how important it is to prioritize your breeding, or how you do your research in aspects of gender. And so far, this gender training has been really great, because it's really structured very well. I mean, it's so practical, all the tools that we get to learn. Of course, as a breeder, there are aspects of socioeconomics that I wasn't really familiar with. They might have been a bit challenging, but I think going forth, I'm getting to grasp them a little bit better. And this course has been really structured really well, including this field experience. It's really great, because then we know what to expect when we go to the field, in dealing with farmers, in dealing with key informants, and the type of settings that you expect to get in the field when looking for the kind of data or the research questions that you're trying to answer. So yeah, it's been a really great experience.